Hi guys, welcome back to 10 hours later. That was a fun day. My God, was it busy. Yeah, just me and the manager today. We had two guys, well, one guy on holiday, one guy's day off. So it was a little bit hectic. Especially at about 4 o'clock today when we had about 7 people come in. That wasn't fun. Normally there's 4 of us. So yeah, today we were sort of literally half staff. There is another guy who works in a different part of the shop who helps cover, so it wasn't the end of the world. Sort of he was there when we needed him, but even so, it always seems worse when there's less of you. But we're through it, it's done, it's fine. Well, it's not, because the guy, my manager who was with me today is off for the next 3 days, so we're still sort of 2 men down, but we shall see how it goes. So as I mentioned in the previous video, I've had trouble with the recording, or the audio recording, in past videos I've tried to make. I'm hoping this one comes out okay. I did have a fiddle with the cable before I set off, made sure it was sort of plugged in, so hopefully this is recording alright. Obviously if you're watching it, it came out fine. Yeah, as I mentioned in, well, not that you know, but I mentioned in previous recordings that my biking career, if you can call it that, started in 2011 with a WK125 Sport, which is an absolutely beautiful looking bike. I'll chuck a picture up here so you can have a little look. Chinese. People moan about Chinese bikes. I'm not going to get into that fight now. I've had 2. This Lex motor that I'm riding now is the second after the WK. I personally don't see the problems. The only issue I've had with this Lex motor is a slight bit of waterproofing, or lack of, quite early on. I think it was around sort of November, December last year, so that would have been what, 4-ish months after I got the bike. Obviously most of that time was spent during the summer, so the weather was okay, and there wasn't too much rain, but there was a period where we had quite heavy rain, and it somehow got into the coil. I think that was the code, or the engine fault code that came up, but that got cleared by the dealership, and me and a friend, I keep mentioning this friend, it's called Mark. My friend Mark and I did a bit of waterproofing to the sort of around the battery. There was actually water where the heat shrink is applied to the cables. It was actually storing water when we disconnected the cables from the battery and held them upside down. Water literally poured out of the heat shrink. So it got in there somehow. We don't know if that was what was causing the problems, but waterproofing those cables has certainly stop the issue from happening. Just indicated to go around the corner that I don't need to indicate, and now I'm stuck behind cars. This is going to be boring now. Trouble is, being on a little 125, I don't have the confidence in it to overtake, to have the power to get past the cars in time, especially when there's three ahead of me. It's bad enough when there's one or two. And it's not like there's enough of a gap in front of any of the cars to pull into if anything starts coming the other way. I did overtake a car on this stretch a couple of days ago, and it was quite far back where you come around that corner, and by the time I'd actually got past him, it was quite near this corner. It was a little bit hairy. That's why I don't quite trust, not trust the bike, but it's just the lack of acceleration to actually get past in time. But hopefully I shall be on a bigger bike within the next month and a half to 2 months. I've got my theory set for the end of July, and then I've booked a week off work at the end of August. I did mention them in a previous video. I can't remember, it's the one yesterday that no, it wasn't, because that was me babbling about a hose. So I won't, or you won't have heard this. But yeah, theory's booked for the 29th. I've done quite a few mocks for both the theory and the hazard perception, and so far I've been at, if not beyond, the pass mark. Usually getting sort of around 45 to 47. And yeah, on the hazard perception it's been a decent pass mark. But I need to get back on. I haven't done that for a few weeks now, so I need to get back on and keep practicing, because I downloaded the theory app, and it had sort of basic questions, but after I actually booked my theory, I downloaded, there's a set of questions, or like a full set of questions you can download, and there was quite a lot on there that I hadn't been getting asked through the app up until that point, which is good, because obviously had I not have found them, I probably would have been caught out. And also with the hazard perception, I think there was only 2 videos that you could use, whereas you can download a pack, and there's, I can't remember how many, but 14 I think. So, oh, nice bug impact there, don't know if you heard that. So yeah, hopefully within, well, by the end of August, start of September, I may be on a bigger bike, but we shall find out how that goes. Obviously, when I know, you'll know. Whether I'll record it, I'm not sure. I'll be nervous as hell as it is, so it probably wouldn't make for a very good video. I've been looking at, well, for the past, well, not long after I got this bike, I think I started looking straight away for bigger bikes, originally I was looking at the Suzuki GSXR 750, I think they are. Yeah, that was going to be sort of my starter bike. I had that in my head, and then I found, I think me and Mark went to there's a Honda dealership, a sort of half-hour ride from us, and we went there and I saw the CBR 650R and absolutely fell in love. It's just a beautiful looking bike, that matte black paint job. Yeah, stunning. Still like the Suzuki, but that Honda, it depends how funds go and what money allows. I may end up getting something second hand that isn't the Honda, because that is the 2019 model, so I doubt there's many second hand ones hanging around yet. Oh, well done. So yeah, I may end up with something else to start with. I'm thinking maybe get the Suzuki and then go from there at some point in the future. Yeah, I'm going to look into finance for the Honda and just see what the deal is. I did have a quick look on their website the other week and it wasn't too bad, but it's the old PCP finance, so it's only £100 a month, or just over £104 something, but you've got sort of £3 grand at the end to pay. It's doable, I think, but I'm gonna have to have a look at my my monies and just see if it's viable, or whether to just find something a bit cheaper to start with. Okay, that's me home. I shall see you later. Bye bye.